You know what time it is. Bish. Okay, but what time it actually is, it's time for Genshin Impact No Wishing. The account where we don't wish until we've
Excuse me,
cleared the
did you happen to
AR-58
see where the
Ascension
missing
domain.
scholars went?
You mean the village keep? When I was eating dinner? Anything?
I don't know, man. Wait, they actually fixed Sumeru. Like, they made it so you could, like, still claim the rewards. Like, for Sumeru Archon quest clearing, even though you haven't cleared Interlude Act 2. I was legitimately worried I'd have to grind all the way up to AR-40.
Don't change the sun.
Right. You were up, but honestly,
Do you also think
Grandpa. He was actually the one. It still feels, well, whatever.
Gotcha.
Yep, she's, yeah, we have to go ask her again. Except when we don't have him around.
Sir, have you seen my grandpa recently? You know, the one who likes to sit and speak.
Oh, well, the last time I saw him, he... And speaking of my wife, she's still always complaining about how I don't make enough Mora.
Oh, thank you.
It was nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
I've known you since you were...
Wow, what a nice guy. Okay.
Huh?
What?
Don't say anything. Let's head over there. Stay quiet as you move.
Here we are. Sumeru again. No, I won't join the Eremites. Thank you.
Of course not. It's all a bunch of
Listen, see if you can make out what they're saying.
Have you heard? The mighty King DESHRET, the sovereign of our faith, will soon return to this world.
Okay.
Yes, of course I have. King DESHRET is the one and only true ruler of this land. I've never believed in any other gods. Still, you say he's coming back, but it sure doesn't
Is
feel
he?
like life's about...
Haven't you noticed? Delavar was saying that many people also went insane just before the fall of King DESHRET's civilization in ancient times. We don't quite know why, but it seems like there's some sort of connection between insanity and King DESHRET. Isn't it a sign of King DESHRET's power that all the mad scholars have disappeared? If you ask me, they must have been chosen as the final sacrifice for King DESHRET's resurrection.
Huh. Now that you say it, that does make some sense. Does this mean our lives are finally going to take a turn for the better?
Exactly. Those city folks will get what's coming to them.
Now,
Yeah, but that's stupid.
repeat everything you've just said from the very beginning.
Huh?
Who are you? Where did you come from?
My patience is running thin. You heard what I asked.
Kill.
Yeah, bro, this guy's something else. Just look at his eye.
Let's not get on his...
Oh, okay, good sir. What is it you would like to know?
Tell
Yes.
me about King...
Well, I only know if...
Hey,
It's true. It's all... Would you want to live like this if you were in... Delavar also said...
Is that so?
seems
Yep.
like he's...
Please don't...
The people here really like King DESHRET.
Where
Blame
is
the
this
academia.
radical person?
I haven't run into him over the past few days.
No, not at all.
Sounds like you're not too...
No,
I have many ways, so you'd best just don't do anything.
Yes, got it.
Yep. Get out, bro.
That scared Paimon half to death. Sino is pretty terrifying.
Good thing we're not.
Don't try to reassure us at all.
I heard that.
Sorry.
It's part of being a Matra. The rumor we heard just now seems like a strong lead. Very well.
Yeah.
I'm.
Where's your grandpa's house?
Well, I can take you there.
The house. Five Nights at Freddy's. Five Nights at Freddy's. That's where you wanna be. I just don't get it. Why would you want to stay? Five Nights at Freddy's.
Grandpa?
Oh.
Oh, he likes to be alone. Sometimes he stares at the sky in a daze, and other times he just pokes at the ground with his fingers. Every now and then, he yells out at the top of his lungs, so a lot of people are really scared of him. He's a
Damn.
good person, really. I know he is. I swear, he's just like my real grandpa.
Why do I have to follow this kid? I'm not a member of the Diddy Disciples. Like,
This is where Grandpa usually stays.
okay.
Sure isn't much here.
No.
Incense? Please don't. But are you okay?
There's a scent that you can sense, but I can't.
A certain traveler here once passed out for.
So,
Huh?
yes.
Wait.
No. No need.
Our nose ain't nosin'.
Did you first encounter this scent at Tainari's house?
Cousin divorced some random ass scholar.
From a scholar.
Let's split up, gang. Footprints.
Oh, where did Grandpa?
Hey, Sino found something. Huh?
What are you looking for?
Here it is. Take a look right here. Although the trait from the size and shape, the scent is quite faint.
But who would come look?
We'd have to ask whoever lured him.
Huh? So you can. Hey!
Exactly. Even deep within the clutch.
No. So someone's taking advantage of their weakness? Are the rumors really true?
Yeah, I mean, it is the only lead.
The mad scholars have something to do with the radicals?
It's highly likely.
Please, you have to save my grandpa. Grandpa's never done anything wrong. Please help him. Sounds like
We're trying,
get him
kid.
back. Don't you worry, Isak.
Chill, kid. We're trying our best here.
Get away with it.
Let's head to Aru Village and inform Candace and the others about what we learned here. After that, we'll set off to find the scholars.
Go back to the house.
Right. The darker fabric definitely looks a lot.
We're back, Candace.
Hello.
A lot to tell you.
Ah, welcome back.
Sounds like everyone's friends already.
Oh, Dia's here too.
Hi, Dia.
You bet. So,
Reasonably.
hmm?
We haven't seen him at all.
Huh. I saw him around the village entrance earlier and figured he was investigating with you. I guess he must have gone off on his own.
Did you find out any? I see. So someone used a kind of incense to lead the exiled scholars away from the village.
Yep. Seems to be the case.
The resurrection of King DESHRET? First I've heard of it. Far as I know, the kind of incense you just mentioned is only popular beyond the wall. Scholars are fond of it, but not to mention making incense is illegal. It seems someone from beyond.
Makes sense.
Yeah, it's definitely, you know,
Do we go back to the academia and search for leads there?
them.
If it was any other day, that would be your next logical step. But today, you've got me on your team, so you get an extra tip. Didn't you say that the villager got his news from the tavern? Well, I also like to drink at the tavern, so I know a thing or two about these radicals he mentioned.
If Paimon remembers correctly, the leader of the radicals is some guy called Delavar.
Ah, yeah.
Delaware.
The scar-riddled bandit, Engur, the wide-eyed butcher, and Jabari, the duck-tailed bearded crook. The whole lot of them are known around these parts. These guys have one thing in common, and that's being broke. The rougher life gets, the more they want to believe in King DESHRET. Way they see it, King DESHRET's resurrection is their only chance at overthrowing the academia.
Seems
Throwing all
legit.
of Sumeru into chaos is the only way to change.
Tia, you're amazing!
No merc can afford to slack off on gathering intelligence. Every mora I've spent in the tavern has been a valuable investment.
Let's head out.
Now hold on, you're staying right here, Sino.
Why?
Aru Village is not a big place. Outsiders stand
Yep.
out here like a sore thumb. I'd bet word about you has already gotten out. The desert is unforgiving, so the way of life here is also a lot tougher than on the outside of the wall. You survive on making connections out here. Compared to you, mercs like me are just third-rate amateurs. I've got no actual fighting skills to speak of. But that also makes it a whole lot easier for me to gain the locals' trust.
Yep.
I need to go around. Good. Then we've got a plan. The Traveler and Paimon will go to Caravan Re-
Sounds like a
Yep, we're
plan.
going to Caravan Rivet. Oh god, we're about to be ambushed.
Well, here we are again.
Sounds like you're starting to get familiar with the area.
Paimon's amazed every time we see the wall.
I know what you mean. I had the same. Also, why is this high wall here? And can a wall really block? It was only after I grew up that I realized. The wall of Sami, Sumeru is run by wise and mighty. We're cheap labor. Like, even if a child from the
Slave
desert
labor.
pain in Akasha terminal, almost all their requests for knowledge would be denied. The academia believes we're underserving.
Damn.
Geniuses like Satari.
Racism is real.
Terrible.
I would tear down this wall with my own hands if I could.
You probably could.
Hey, Dia.
No, not at all. This place just gets me thinking, that's all. Besides, we're here to procure information, aren't we?
Yep, we gotta catch those.
Shh. Caravan Rebot is crawling with people, so be careful what you say. We don't want anyone to. Our mission
Yep.
started the moment we arrived. Let's go check out the tavern. Maybe we'll find someone I know.
Time to go to the tavern.
Just our luck. None of them are here today.
You mean you don't see any?
Dia, is that you? What a coincidence. You.
Zak?
Oh, and who do you have with you here? Guests from another land?
Hello.
Hello, hello.
Anyway, as far as my friends here, they aren't.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Have you seen
Of course I have.
I've got a.
Ah, help.
Hey, keep it down. Let's just say I prefer to keep.
Yes. How can.
Let's go to this spice deal, huh? Yeah, right. Spice deal. I know an ambush when I see one. Little do they know, they're not trapped. I'm not trapped in here with them. They're trapped in here with me.
Are we there yet?
Yep.
This place is practically deserted. What are they doing in a place like this?
You're for an ambush, obviously.
Why don't you take a guess? Go on.
Nothing I can't handle.
What's this all about, Zaki?
Come on, Dia. You really think not only do I know that you're
So, you've been watching.
Uh-oh.
and you left the strong
So, you and Delavar.
but you got one thing right.
If that's the case, then.
I'll be honest with you. If it weren't for what you said in the village, your little monologue about the wall of sun.
Delavar. And Engar, you're here too. Huh?
Oh, I'll kill all of you.
Long time now.
Dia.
Yeah,
See? There you.
you're not wrong.
Enough talking. Get him.
Just as I expected. Let's teach him a lesson, traveler.
Kill.
Following orders. New punching bag.
Right, man. Into the fucking.
Them all up. Group them all up. Get the fields burning. Just like Sumeru.
Come a little closer.
I was trying to deal the big PP overload damage, but I can't even do that. They already died before I could overload. Sumer drip.
How could you?
So, what do you think about your
The
meticulous
power of
analysis?
Lisa overload.
How did you say it? It's only natural for a traveling mercenary like me to be out of the loop. I'm guessing your informant told you that I'm just an incompetent merc with no real fighting skills, correct? I mean, that is what I said after all. And of course, you would believe everything he reported. The only thing you know, even though you heard we went to handle monsters together, you believed that Candace was the only one doing all the real fighting.
Lol.
That so-called flame main is just a... That's what you thought, right?
Ugh. You lied in the village.
Read like a book.
That would have people watching you.
And you were stupid enough to fall for it.
Read like a
Our family
fucking
rank
book.
together. You all thought you were so smart. Pathetic. Okay, that should be all of them.
Whoa.
Forgot.
You've been playing
Read like a book.
Aru Village?
No task can be...
Oh, but instead of catching them right away, you let them.
Those two who were snooping around were just a couple small...
Oh, you mean the funny name she mentioned back in Uncle Ampu's house? The wide-eyed butcher.
That's just a bunch of drunk talk. Engar and Delavar like to talk them. Alcohol has a way of making...
What about
Yep.
He's just a numbskull who fell right into our trap. Zaki was probably the best hidden of them all. My initial plan was to find That's what you wanted to ask.
Ducktail.
So he's a radical too?
No, he...
Wow.
Ah, you're too kind. It was straight from the usual playbook, if I'm honest.
So, that thing you were saying before, is it really true?
About what?
about how mercenaries only can.
Does that bother you?
Yep.
What makes you so sure?
Dia, do you dislike the Dendro Archon like the other
You two are pretty sharp. No, I don't have anything against the Dendro Archon. I've heard a lot of nice things about the Lesser Lord from Dunyarzad. Dunyarzad's just an ordinary. I've begun to realize that the sages are.
They're
behind
trying to
everything that's
rename
happened
Bullet
through it
Bills
all. And unlike them,
to Bomber Bills.
anyway, looks like we're. This should be all of them. I'll let you take it from here.
All right. I'll be in touch.
Candace, do you need any help?
Candace will be okay on her own. I trust her, so you can too. She's been guarding Aru Village for quite some time now. If anyone is qualified to question the offenders...
While I'm questioning them, why don't you pass some time by exploring the area?
I'll meet you back here tomorrow morning, Traveler. As for these idiots, let's...
Happy birthday to Fremine. So fun fact, One Piece has surpassed Game of Thrones
Right on time.
as the most pirated media ever. Funny.
Paimon's been wondering. You seem.
We've known each other for some time now. She's a pretty interesting person.
Oh, Paimon knows what you mean. Like a lot of martial artists say, never take the fight outside the ring.
Yep, I guess you can put it that way. It takes strong convictions to be as dedicated as she is. And shoulder us mercs, on the other hand, we pretty much live from one day to the next.
Well, Paimon thinks you're great.
Really?
Oh, Zino's here, and he's pretty early.
Yes. I was here yesterday to
Please
help out.
hurry up and just get to the whole Elazar hospital part.
By doing what?
Sharing some
Oh,
Right.
Come on in, everyone.
Come on.
Bitches
let's
need to
go
be
inside.
interrogated.
Candace, where? Whoa, you look furious.
Candies.
Do I?
Oh, there's no mask that can hide true bloodlust.
Perhaps I need to work on my composure. Still, it's perfectly understandable why I'm angry.
Yes, please.
Well, looks like
Oh yeah.
Yet you do not hesitate to put
She's
yourself
learned to
and others at
kill.
risk. The ones you call mad scholars are known to us as the village keepers. They are vital members of our community.
Tell him,
And you
Candace.
come here
To my village.
and you treat my
Tip
people
over
as nothing
my
more than
chairs.
stepping stones towards your goal. Tell me, what would
You've made your bet.
we may all be desert dwellers. The people of Aru Village care. A war would only cause us to.
We understand. I'll tell you everything I know, please.
I'm listening.
Start speaking, bitches.
You might not believe this, but some mystery man told us that mad scholars will make the perfect.
They're called village keepers.
Flip up
Slip
again, you'll never
you'll
speak
regret
again.
Yes, sorry. It was all that mystery man's doing. He told us to spread the word about King DESHRET's resurrection and talked us into helping him. I'm not sure.
That's one.
Huh?
Strike.
Wait, I'm telling you. He got us to lure them out of their houses in the night with some kind of incense.
Yep.
You gotta believe me, please.
That was indeed the truth. Traveler, go on.
My turn to start killing.
Yeah,
You have any idea?
If I knew that, I would have told you his name right away. That guy.
I believe I may know what's going on.
Uncle Anpu.
Huh?
Okay.
If my suspicion... Some time ago, people from the... It strikes me now.
Which means it's... They were the ones who brought the...
Not the academia, I guess.
Oh god, it's frickin' Torre. I didn't even realize
What
that.
could they want with the village?
People are nothing but... Regardless.
You're right.
Time to go. Let's leave the village.
Yes.
You got it.
All right.
Let's meet back here.
Imagine colluding with the Fatui just because your dad's salty you don't have a god. Hello, Alhaitham.
Some food in us, and then where did you come?
Well,
You were gone for ages. Hey, what's with the sun?
you never think things...
Paimon's so mad. Paimon's gonna give you an...
Can we execute Paimon already? Before she becomes useful and we actually have to worry about her?
Well, anyway, you plan to leave...
Enough with the sun.
No. I'm just surprised that you decided...
Alhaitham, you haven't helped us out at all ever since we arrived at Aru village.
Yeah, you're a...
While you were in vet...
Really?
To be honest, not to mention...
He ain't help us with shit.
Huh? Right here in the village?
Correct.
What did you learn?
I'm going to take you to someone.
What is that?
How do you think the residents of Aru village feel about what we're doing? In other words, do you truly believe every single word the villagers tell us?
Not anymore.
You mean some of them lied to us?
Hiding the truth doesn't... Remember what Candace said? Most people, by contrast, the perils of their daily lives are ever-present concerns.
Oh
Rather
yeah,
than-
that one. The one who was
Among those
intimidated
who
by
are conscious,
Sina.
There's someone who was consciously keeping you out of the loop. The reason being, to someone who only wants to live their life in peace, any external factors introduce unpredictability.
Those eyes.
Don't change this.
It's quite obvious that she's in...
Right.
She corrected herself mid-sentence because she's aware that there are king...
I think it's been.
Remember? She made a point of denying...
But honestly,
Yep.
I feel quite sympathetic to.
After speaking to the village chief, it became... By getting involved with an outsider,
I'll pass on this one. You said that she is afraid of me.
Fair.
On it.
Let's bring someone freakier. Freaksa, you're up. Sino is near.
Miss Shawnee, as we discussed earlier,
Mr. Alhaitham.
go ahead and talk to her. Go on.
Is it really that simple?
It can't be that easy.
May I call you?
Yep.
Hi, Trav. Do you think the resurrection of King DESHRET can truly change Sumeru for the? Why's that? That's fair before.
Nope.
Traveler, do you believe our lives?
I want to think that.
Yeah, but even so, we've met lots of people. We have friends and...
I want my apologies for posing my.
Alhaitham told us...
The fact is that I'm. Only one side of my family is desert folk. Some believe in the Dendro Archon.
Speaking of which,
There.
Slowly, I just stopped talking to people, and then it happened.
You can tell them.
All right, I actually have a sharper sense of humor. Perhaps I'm not. It used to be louder and more.
I confirmed this with the guards on but because we're
There's really nothing.
I think they used to use it for treating Elazar.
Yeah, let's go.
It's time for the Elazar Hospital. The one mandatory combat scene. The final use of mandatory elements in all of Genshin. The Elazar Hospital. Which may actually be a bit of a challenge, because we don't have any Dendro. But there's a way. I know there's a way. Would have made sense, you know, from like go put a withering, like.
Oh, is this the place? Monsters, watch out! At the fry pan.
You're in for a little shock.
Yeah, Samara feels much better when you aren't playing it all in one day like last time. Lava churl.
Try not to.
Nice and spicy.
Retribution!
Frickin'
Come a
missed.
little closer.
You're toast.
Get out!
They were easier to deal with than Paimon had expected. He looks super serious. We gotta stay on our A game too.
Yep.
This is the one. Let's go in and take a
Okay, now I gotta get the other two monuments at the Elazar Hospital.
Hey,
patience. Shawnee says she only hears the crying at night. We have time to burn. Until then, I'm taking a break.
and just like that, he sits down. What are you reading?
Okay, sure.
Huh?
So,
Oh, Paimon gives up. You keep reading your book. See ya.
Frick you, Paimon.
How is he so relaxed? Look at him, reading an impossible book in a creepy place like this.
You know, Paimon, it wouldn't kill you to at least read. Wouldn't kill me to read either.
Paimon, and anyway, it's not Paimon's fault.
When I have to be nice to Paimon.
Paimon's getting so sleepy. Huh?
Hear it.
What was that sound?
there it is. It's coming from that direction.
Is the sound coming from here? Huh. Paimon's not seeing anything.
It's from below. Something is off about the interior here.
Trapdoor.
As
Damn
I
it.
thought.
Wow. It's like they tucked another. Oh, it looks like there are other mechanisms.
You know what time it is. Time to teleport to get a Dendrogonum, then teleport back. Yay! Okay, time to speedrun. on.
Like a lamb to the slaughter.
Wait, shit.
Where did I go wrong?
Where did I go wrong? And D-Luke is dead. Man, there's like a whole hidden cave down here. I didn't know this place existed. Like a whole underground area over here. Crawling with enemies. There's another Dendroculus, that's nice. Yeah, I think we just gotta bite the bullet and temporarily switch to Dendro. Yo, what the hell is that? Let's go. If I ever want to do a solo challenge, I should probably... Okay. I should probably practice the route I need to take for these Dendro pillars.
Where do you think you're going?
Not here. Never break free, lambs of the slaughter. Oh, there's the first one. Why is it over here?
Propagate!
Then up?
Get them!
Scatter!
And there's the Dendro monument over here. Never break free! Ah! Bitch has gotta die.
You're in for a little shock.
Never actually seriously used Lisa. It appears I may have seriously I think I've been seriously underrating her these past few months. Okay, first off, let's just go all the way to Inazuma. Because we need to switch back to Electro Traveler. Almost said Dendro. I don't know why I said Dendro. Oh, almighty Raiden Shogun, make me Sigma. Finally, time to go to the Elzar hospital. What's up here? Oh yeah, we can do that now. Never break free, lamb to the lamb.
Lightning flash!
Kaboom! There's someone in here.
Look,
Mm.
over there. Good idea. Let's approach him slowly without alarm.
He is lightly mentally ill. He learned what the internet was.
You're...
He can't speak, and also, why is he the only?
Didn't expect to see him here.
You know him?
He's Razak, a senior of mine at the academia.
He's a scholar too.
Apparently, yeah.
Is he the kind that holes up in a forest and mumbles stuff about training?
No. And that's the problem. Razak was never involved in any of those things. He never trained in the forest, let alone reach Satyavada life. Leaving that question aside for the moment, him being here alone means that we might be too late. Looks
Probably.
like they've already taken everyone away. For whatever reason, they left Razak here. Perhaps they simply didn't have time to come back for him. There are drag marks on the ground. They're clearer by the doorway. Someone was forcefully drawing a cart that was loaded with something heavy.
Loaded with people?
Probably.
That is one possibility.
They just...
It looks like they were in a hurry, as if they were afraid of being caught. In their haste, they failed to notice Razak hiding in a corner. The symptoms are identical.
Yep.
Allow me to jog your memory. Don't you think his symptoms look familiar?
Yeah, that one guy who's like, world, forget me.
Oh,
Yeah, the Aramite bitch.
they're acting the same way.
Correct. The academia is behind all of this. It isn't difficult to deduce their rationale. First, the academia spread a false rumor of King DESHRET's resurrection, emphasizing the role. These rumors were all the persuasion that the radicals needed, and those based in Aru village leapt into action. Unbeknownst to them, of course, through rounding up the scholars, they were actually helping the academia. As well as being able to exploit the radicals for their own ends, life for the desert dwellers has been... Many would give everything they have. Even if complications arise, people will see that those involved are all followers of King DESHRET and look for no further...
Oh, so they're relying on
as a
people being
belief.
racist.
A deep-seated mistrust of the desert and everyone in it by the rest of Sumeru will make sure of that. The notion of an academia plot wouldn't even cross their minds. It may seem like a simple strategy, but it is able to work wonders under Sumeru's current circumstances.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. It's in line with the village chief's theory, too. But there's still one very important question. Wasn't it the academia that brought the scholars to Aru village in the first place?
Like, why do that?
Throughout this process, one thing first, they were scholars. Then, they became lunatics. After that, they were exiles. And finally, they become missing. An exile is still patently a living... If you can't find someone, you have...
Resource?
One possibility is that the information...
Extracted?
With the technology of the Sumeru perhaps the process caused them great suffering, which is...
So, the human brain... Nope, nuh-uh. Paimon doesn't...
I'm the academia scribe. Anyway, Judging by Razak's, or perhaps his curiosity got the better of.
Paimon's...
The look on your face tells me you've realized the answer.
Yep.
That's right. To some however, the academia is going out of their way to look for. I've spent quite some time.
You mean you're not...
All scholars seek to expand the horizons of knowledge. Extracting information.
Sounds like you're really...
Of course. The academia's actions, whether it be academics or not, this matter needs to be corrected. Just like...
Wait!
Not to be callous, but no. My criteria...
Yeah, they want this guy. They want a god. Bad.
Probably not. Paimon's not sure.
You can say that. The divine knowledge capsule is...
Paimon's been wanting to...
Though I must say, uniqueness is also an...
Wow, that's a great way to think about
Huh.
it. Paimon's really impressed. If only Miss Shani had a similar mindset, her life would definitely be a lot easier.
I'm just a more likable person than her in general. There's nothing more to it than that. He
So
won't
what
last
now?
long if we leave him here. We'll work out our next...
Let's go back to the village. Back to the village, noob.
We're back!
Yep. Back is what we are. We're back.
You should rest and take some water.
What's the situation?
Unfortunately, somebody who's too young to take on the role of Isak's grandfather. Nevertheless,
Yep, abandoned hospital, something.
So, at one point in time,
Yep, pretty much.
their plan must have been implemented at some point before we arrived at Aru village. Yet, they fled once.
We may have a mole in our midst. One of us could be secretly revealing our where.
Huh?
looks like none of you have realized wherein lies Sino. You're the...
Wait, what's that supposed to mean?
Choose your next words.
It is simply
Yep.
a logical
So what you're saying is interesting.
I know. You have a point. But I realize something.
He ain't like
when
us.
returning from the hospital. Sino is...
What are you trying to say?
Do you still remember who you are? As a Matra, you are no doubt privy to certain kinds of information. Simply put, the academia, if you want to raise a vicious...
The academia?
It's not that simple. The academia has eyes all over Sumeru, but they have a special protocol for every so often comes a Nyagarbaha day. I remember seeing a thick notebook next to the control panel once. Its contents were all...
You're saying that the academia entered my information into the... But what's the point in doing that?
The Akasha is capable of... The Akasha's algorithms are entirely capable of predicting your movements using the data entered. When you would...
It predicted my...
The academia has been watching you longer than you think.
So that's how it is. Sino adheres to his principles. Tenacity of will and steadfast faith are worthless to the academia. They need scholars who are easily pliable and mindlessly go after... Sino, don't take it to heart.
They escaped.
He's too cool for them. He's too cool.
Like any of us would have known.
I have an idea.
Where's Dia?
They predicted my movements.
Whoa, you...
There is always an opportunity for safety.
Oh, so that's how... If the academia is true... Yep, that's...
They'll want to proceed in the direction opposite of where I'm going.
Yep. Idea.
I must go.
There's also something I want to investigate.
Does he hate Dia?
Let's go, guys! Please, wait! I want to go too!
You...
I want to find...
Everyone, I leave him in your hands.
Yay! Let's...
It's like one of those AI-generated images of baby mobiles, like just things just made of babies, you know? Time to head out back and shoot a bitch. Take a bitch out back and shoot him. Hello, Sino.
So, where do we go from here?
Yes. After leaving the village, we should head straight toward the deck.
I know the desert like the back of my hand.
Until he
Is
doesn't.
that because you play here a lot? Yep. One time, Grandpa almost got lost in the desert, but I was the one who brought him back.
Random adventure supplies. Huh?
There's something here. What's this?
It's buried in the sand.
And Paimon thought running around everywhere was already enough work. Okay.
What do we got?
These are likely fragments of an academe. Looks like there were more than one village keeper. Let's split up and search.
They like copy the knowledge or take it?
Is this what we're searching for?
This is definitely a device.
How did it end up buried in the sand? They must have been attacked.
Wait, what?
Damn.
Grandpa, I hope you're... Don't worry, your grandpa's gonna be fine.
Razak didn't display any sign.
We should be able to catch.
One more thing. I believe the attack must have happened prior to the sandstorm.
Let's keep going. They can't have gone far.
What is this, Danganronpa?
Running on sand is so tiring. But you're flying, aren't you, Paimon? Is flying over sand tiring too? Of course it is.
Voices, over there. It sounds like an argument.
Ooh, you have really good ears.
Don't get any closer.
Denshi Clover. Denshi, Mama jump.
Informed me sooner, there'd be plenty of room for us to...
You're one of us. We would never.
Scholars. You don't know as much as I do.
Tia? Why would you...
Shush!
Hey, what are you doing?
Once again, stupid kid ruins everything.
Help me find Grandpa?
What?
This
You've betrayed Aru village?
Let her explain.
Dear, you'd be.
I'm not the type that's...
Wait, what's going on, Dia? Whose side are you on here?
Shut it, Paimon.
Finally!
Matter.
Someone says it.
Could deter us from the grand.
Face the facts, Raman. It's not gonna happen. You should understand that more...
I'm a desert dweller and a proud follower of King DESHRET.
It's not too late yet. The village keep...
You don't understand, my dear lady.
Even if it'll expose you to the academia, even if they end up
Yes. We've waited a long time for this day to come. With these scholars in our custody, we'll stomp.
Ridiculous. Think about it. The academia... If you still don't believe me, then try asking these two men. They're also against the...
They look more like pawns of the academia to filthy traitors. You're...
It's perhaps.
Do you really believe that by kidnapping the scholars, you'll be able to negotiate with the academia? These people have no value as bargain. These scholars were exiled from the academia. I, on the other hand, am the...
Wait, you can't be...
So...
Damn.
Precisely.
What are you thinking? What if they decide to kill you instead?
Well, that would be bad. However, I'd get the chance...
Or I'd be like, that sucks.
I'm not trying to...
You were the scrub.
Not all desert dwellers, but...
You academia scum.
Not so fast. I'll hate them. Do you stand by everything you just said? You know you're making a dangerous decision.
I do.
Good. Raman, hear me out. These people are my friends. Maybe you can't...
We've known each other.
In that case, I'm willing to vouch for their honest... Come on, Raman.
Huh. What if you refuse to oblige? What should I do then? No one's a fool here, Dia. We're
You're not wrong, but this is different. I promised my friends that we'd bring...
Let's do it right here then. Give me your right arm as proof of your resolve.
Don't listen to him!
Damn.
Fine.
Are you crazy?
We came here to save lives. One arm for that many people is still a pretty good deal, if you ask me.
Sure. Go ahead and cut off her right arm.
Cutscene.
What are you gonna do? Think of something!
Let it happen.
You don't have to go.
That's not for you to just
Do it.
Oh, on top of that, could you cut off Paimon's head as well?
Stop.
Stop.
What's wrong?
Flame Mane, you and I are both desert folk. Cutting up. You've shown me that you're serious.
Yep.
Go on now, take your...
Phew. I was really counting on...
That was...
Then I just have to hold my claymore with my left arm.
She's like, oh well. Guess I'll just have to go one-handed.
Okay.
Don't ever make a promise like that again. I can do if it came down to it.
I don't doubt it, Sino. But even if we got rid of one...
I'm sorry, Dia. I should have stayed put.
It's okay. I promised you I'd help find your...
Whatever it takes. You just...
Huh? Are you serious?
The Eremites once...
Why does it feel like he's using his praise for me as an excuse to brag about himself?
It's because he is.
Okay, let's get...
He is, you know. Attention, Clover. Attention, Mama, jump. Yeah.
You're all here so early.
Yep.
Looks like we have everyone here.
I'll watch from a safe distance.
Okay.
Dia, wait.
What's the matter?
I heard that you were quite...
Agreed location. Oh god, that's far out. Hold on. Here we are. What is, in my opinion, the coolest looking place in Genshin Impact. The Mausoleum of King DESHRET. The place looks hard, like... Why would anyone ever want to turn off the sandstorm? Like, in general, why do world quests? Why does it remove, like, cool parts of the game? Like, imagine if there was, like, a world quest. Like, turned off the Mount Donovan tornado, or, like, there's so many cases of that, like, that volcano over in Natlan, like, what if it just gets fixed and becomes, like, a normal mountain? That would suck donkey dick. Regrettably, there is no stupid Scaramouche voice lines for me to meme over. Why are there, like, no teleport points back here? Someone die? Oh, so they just don't want me touching anything involving Golden Slumber, okay. I get it, but I don't get it.
Uh-oh. Is it because Paimon...
Is everything ready?
Absolutely. You brought fewer.
Bring him up.
Grandpa, why is there only...
Raman, I've always thought of you as a man.
It's a one-for-one. And let me put it this way: agreeing to.
Damn.
You stay right there.
Get 'em! Rattle 'em, boys! What do you mean I can't rattle 'em, boys? Can't believe she can only afford a 2-star greatsword.
What do you think you're doing? Don't you see this blade here? You coward. Why are your hands shaking? Wait a second. It's a earthquake!
Shit. Common Nahida W.
Paimon...
Damn.
This day's going.
The sand dune. I saw an energy field. It glowed green with dendro. Just like you said. The dendro archon.
Grandpa?
Hey,
Did there used to be...
Yep.
it seems that when the sand dune, the symbols on the gate, it could have been an underground palace.
Oh, a miracle! Praise.
What's he doing?
They must have fallen down here. Most of them seem enriched.
Mind your head.
No, this isn't the time for.
As it happens,
I mean, hey, there's treasure.
don't you think it's curious? Two major deities are vying.
Paimon thought you weren't...
Indeed, new discovery.
Hurry up.
Raman, what are you gonna do about your...
I'll just let them lay.
Time to enter the King DESHRET domain. I love my overload party.
It's full of life here.
Yep.
This defies comprehension.
Yeah, and there's so many plants.
Sir Rom,
Are you mocking?
interpret it however you want.
Whatever you say.
Huh.
There's nothing to be angry.
It does seem kind of strange.
Yeah, like. Look up at the hall. That's not holy guidance. I just can't get up there. Here we go.
You're in for a little.
Oh no, it's mandatory flying dendro.
Come a little.
I can
closer.
strike you down. Can't imagine having beat the game for level 40 Lisa. And only a level 40 Lisa that only even has an eye of perception.
You're
Can't
in
even
for
like
a little.
properly run elemental reactions. Around here. Bruh. Why is this room trolling us? If it's blue, then you know what to do. See you later, nerds.
You're in for a little shock.
Wait, isn't this that puzzle you can just simply cheese by like... Damn it. Okay. So we just can't get crushed to death. No, like, you think you would have died standing under that? Just easy OSHA violation.
Retribution!
Surrender and be gentle.
Hey, y'all want retribution? Y'all want blades? Blades are for skating. Get on here. It's time for the first actual mandatory combat.
You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer.
Take this!
Where's the third switch? Shouldn't there be a third somewhere to turn on that middle one? Now we just gotta wait for that middle one. Okay, where to? We're going down.
Now that's a sight to see.
Nah, we got the cursed horizontal elevator, bruh.
There's so much vegetation here. It's different than what I expected.
Sure are a lot of plants for a desert.
That's what I call divine providence of King DESHRET.
King D's nuts. Ha, got him. Uh-oh. No, please, don't take me to Brazil. No! Damn, this shit beautiful.
It's getting brighter. Oh, it looks so beautiful.
Wait. What's that?
A load of flowers. And it looks like there's something among them.
Can the game stop making me click for dialogue?
What does it say?
Here lies his wisdom is a miracle among the people.
You can read ancient King DESHRET script?
Of course. Every student needs to master at least 20 languages before they graduate.
He's not serious, right?
There's still something off about this place. The elemental energy here is too concentrated. The scent of life. Is it trying to tell us something?
Is this it?
Analyzing.
There seems to be a
What's
hidden
going on?
message among these skeletal remains. Excellent. There's a device from King DESHRET's civilization in this gravesite. I'll transmit the information over and project it for everyone to see.
Isn't sharing knowledge against the Academia's rules?
Yes. However, under the circumstances, I'd prefer you to see this for yourself. You'll understand after watching it.
What do we got?
civilization is born of knowledge, but so too can knowledge be its demise. A disaster caught us unaware. It was knowledge that did not belong to this world.
Me when my civilization wants to be yellow, but the blue goop walks in.
Into our world, and it quickly spread like a plague. People's minds were filled with crazy.
Nah, bro, we straight up dissolving in this hoe.
Spread across their bodies. Even the land was stripped of its vigor. Only a desperate, deathly silence remained. Were it not for greater Lord Rukkhadevata from the forests, the damage would have been irreversible. She summoned the priests to build temples and infused into them the divine power of life. The disaster was miraculously tempered, and the embers of our civilization were preserved in Aru village. Alas, the miracle could not last. As long as forbidden knowledge continued to exist, it would forever blight this world. In the end, the proud king of the desert, my eternal lord, chose to sacrifice himself. I have spent my whole life since guarding one of these many temples. But now, my duty is coming to an end. As I close my eyes for the final time, the sight of that noble deity will appear in my vision once more. In helping King DESHRET to eradicate forbidden knowledge, she exhausted her strength, and her form became that of a small child. How strange. Now that I think of her, I no longer have any fear of death, for I sense that the spirit of life will abide with me during my eternal sleep. Children of the desert, cling no longer to past grievances, but hold tight to the memory of this act of benevolence.
What was that?
The priest's memories.
No, impossible.
Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. So the former Dendro Archon and King DESHRET were never enemies at all.
But this doesn't make any sense. The Dendro Archon's followers, they're clearly...
Was that the former Dendro Archon? She became so tiny in the end.
You might be distrustful of the Akasha, but there's no reason for you to doubt King DESHRET's technology. You've just witnessed his
The surviving followers of King DESHRET all gathered in King DESHRET's death. We saw her as nothing more than a traitor.
You were blinded by your prejudice.
How could I ever begin?
Raman, that's give it a rest. You're
My Eremites and
He's just like, all of his beliefs, like, they've been shattered. Like, of course he'd go a bit kooky.
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, he needs time to think.
I'll live.
Yeah,
I should probably go.
What's your next move gonna be?
Oh, I know it, but please.
It's not gonna...
Well, I guess that's for me to deal with.
When would be a good time for us to...
Tomorrow. And I'll return every last...
You seem to finally understand.
Yes.
Yep.
The god...
That must have been rough. But
Ramon's no fool. Being the lead... It's too bad he was held back by his belief.
The outcome...
we should get going too. Let's head...
Yep. We've decided. Azar gotta die.
Stop.
Yeah, we decided. Azar gotta die. He has to disappear. Like he did, like he made those mad scholars. Every day I wake up, and I'm still in Sumeru. Yeah, the Eremites camp is literally just overlooking the area of the Rune Guard. MLG water bucket. I'll get it later. I have an Eremite camp to go to. Time to die, Fatui scum.
Come a little closer.
Bro just didn't know how to react. You're just, okay, guess we're fighting now. No, I'll end you, silly.
This is it.
Yeah, that's it. Get out!
Raman,
Everything's been arranged.
I guess all I can say.
Don't mention it. But
Where are the perpetrators?
I'll bring you to them.
Hell yeah.
So these are the people who kidnapped the village keepers.
Oh no, it's the scribe!
There's no need to yell.
In the desert, no one can hear you scream.
That's right.
General Mahamatra? No, no.
Whoa. The moment they...
You should have known.
Wait, we were just following over.
No, not sight.
I could do.
Please have...
Start talk.
So, your superiors
They...
don't play they extract divine
Well, you better start...
You don't want to make things any more difficult for yourself, do ya?
Be my guest.
Now, tell me, they're trying to create a new god, aren't they?
Uh-huh. That's...
How did you know?
There's no use hiding it now. Yes, you're right.
I know you're trying it now.
On an important and potentially world-changing project, it may seem as if Sumeru's academics are thriving. The withering of Irminsul has been getting worse recently. The sages have tried everything they could think of, but nothing's worked. I'm always hearing them say things like...
Continue.
And then, someone from the Fatui showed up. They called him that the doctor was previously expelled from the academia. At first, the sages looked down at him in disdain. But when he asked them...
This is what the arrogant...
First, the academia spent a long time. After that, they harvested dreams with the doctor's help, and the Akasha now functioning at maximum. Next, they decided that their new god...
It adds up.
But how do you determine whether the knowledge...
Call it an educated
Yep.
guess? The academia's been nobody can explain the cause of this phenomenon. If it's knowledge no mortal can comprehend, then it must...
You must have noticed by now. The academia doesn't care about it. It is as if they are cursed with a desire for some organisms demonstrate phototaxis, and thus orient their. This is but a form of phototaxis.
Then what does Lesser Lord? Is she not a true god?
From the beginning, when the academia first discovered Lesser Lord they found that at the time she possessed no more intelligence. Not to mention that Lesser Lord Kusanali's gnosis has been slowly but surely.
So.
All right, Raman, give me a few men to help us escort the village.
Sure.
Yep. We do a tad bit of trolling, per se. A bit of buffoonery. A bit of trickery. A bit of hoodwinking.
The village keepers you found have...
Hey! Say something! Stop spacing out!
Come on.
Shut up, Paimon!
Nothing.
Or I...
Oh, Paimon!
Do you have any plans, traveler?
We're going to overthrow the government.
So you were still with...
We could have convinced, we could have actually done what Nahida wanted us to do in Act 3 and convinced the Eremites to help out at a local orphanage. It would have been funny.
Even though we lived through all of this...
What a whirlwind of...
It seems like there'll be more.
Still, now's a good...
It's time to make a
Indeed.
So,
I've crushed the sages and rescue our...
Yep.
The next time we gather here...
And that's it. King DESHRET is done. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and see y'all next time for more government overthrowing. See ya.